Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinechere, but you can call me Neche. Chinechere, Neche, whichever one works for you is fine. I'm making this video today in Burnaby Civic Library. If you're in Canada and you've not been to Burnaby Civic Library, I would suggest you come here. Okay, like it is winter, but during summer it is really beautiful. Before we begin, it's like a normal thing in this page that we take a moment to take a few deep breaths, okay? But let me not say no matter, I just did it in my last video and I did it in this one. So take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. I don't know what you are doing before I came across this video, but this is your sign to just relax. Breathe in, okay? So let's just do it with just 2 times. The purpose of today's video is to answer a question I got from my previous video, essential things to pack when traveling or when relocating to Canada, and the things I brought with me to Canada. So this video is going to be answering that question. I'm going to use it as an opportunity to talk more on the topic, which is health insurance. Okay, so if you know this is something you have very interested in, you're coming to Canada, you want to know more about health insurance and how insurance work, proof of funds, and all those things, then stick around because you get a whole lot from this video, I promise you. Before I continue, I like to put off a disclaimer. I am not a professional. Please also do your research. So the first things first is proof of funds. I got a question whether it would be advisable to have a recent copy of your bank statement when traveling. So my question to you now is, as an immigration official, if someone comes to you, an international student, like, wouldn't you want to know whether this person can actually take care of themselves here in Canada? Because you don't want someone to come here and be homeless or not have where to stay or not even be able to pay their school fees, and the person just be a liability. You don't want someone to just they'll bring students in for you and then right? You wouldn't want that. So what proof of funds actually does is that proof of funds shows you can financially take care of yourself while being here in Canada, meaning accommodation, feeding, bills, health, transportation, you know what, you name what, whatever what. Okay, so as an immigration official, your first instinct is to be sure that this person can take care of themselves while being here in Canada. In your first port of entry, they're gonna ask you as an international student, your proof of funds. Can I see your proof of funds? My husband, while he was coming here to Canada, because he came here as an international student, and he told me that right in his front, someone was sent back to Nigeria because the person does not have enough proof of funds, and the money that was in his bank was not same money that he gets in his proof of funds. So my advice to him: have the updated statements of your proof of funds and have the exact same money that you have when applying. Let that money that is in your proof of funds, let that money be in your account, so that when they ask, you can show, see, the money is in my account, I have the bank statement, it's updated. Put yourself in the immigration official's shoes. You would want to you want to be sure that this person can take care of themselves in Canada, but don't want to bring someone into Canada and the person cannot even pay their school fees, the person cannot pay their house rent, and the person will just be a nuisance, right? You don't want that. Canada is already scream so they have to be sure. So you don't want today to be that the village people will remember you and come to you, because it's going to be very messy. So my advice would be, have the updated one, and have that amount of money that you say that you have in your bank, so that when they ask, you just be like, what, babe? They just be like that. Nobody is going to stop you. You go your way. So this is just what for fun does. For fun, just a way to show that you have enough money to take care of yourself while as a student, right? So that is it for funds. So we go to the next one. What is health insurance? If you're an international student planning to come to Canada, health insurance is one of the most important and essential things you must understand before you land in Canada. Most students or most international students think that health insurance is automatic, but I'm sorry to disappoint you, it is not. I'm sorry to disappoint you, it is not. And if God forbid you come to Canada, you don't have health insurance, and you try to do anything medical related, you will bleed with your eyes. God, you will bleed. You will bleed with your eyes. You will cut out money with your own blood because it is expensive. This is all this my expression. Everything I'm trying to say is that it is expensive trying to come to Canada without a health insurance and trying to pay for healthcare. It is very, very expensive. Trust me, if you don't want to find out, you don't want to find out, you don't want to be that thing you had scapegoat. You are the one that will be telling your people, oh, I was the scapegoat and I beg you. Don't make the same mistake, okay? You don't want to be that person. So I'm using British Columbia and VBC as an example because I stay in British Columbia. This is not to say that some other schools don't have their own, no, but I think it's similar, right? There are some similarities, but I will advise that you should email the school and ask them if they have health insurance before you come in. Health insurance is simply a system that pays for your medical expenses, so you don't have to pay off your pocket. Like I said, if you try to pay for it yourself, it is very, very expensive. A simple hospital visit can cost tens and thousands of dollars. I don't want to go back to the whole crying thing. I think I have done that already, so it is very expensive. So what health insurance does is that it subsidizes it for you, so you don't have to pay off your pocket. In fact, sometimes it is even free. For permanent residents, it's actually free. So just basically say that it protects you financially. But as a student, trust me, the first thing you want to do is not, God forbid something happens to you, you want to treat yourself, you don't have insurance. Like I said, you will cry, you go run. Now you might want to ask yourself, okay, now I know what health insurance is. How does it work in Canada? In Canada, we have what is called public, or should I say, provincial health insurance. This is the health insurance that is quote unquote free, or free, yeah, depending on the province you are in. Like for example, in BC it is called Medical Service Plan. In Alberta it is AHCIP. It is called Alberta Health Care Insurance Plan. And again in Ontario it is OHIP, which is Ontario Health Insurance Plan. But in Ontario they don't give you public health. The one Ontario gives you is the one that the university offers. You don't get free healthcare in Ontario, but I'm not sure. Please do your research. But the one they give you is the one the university provides, which is UHEP. I think it's University Health Insurance Plan, something, yeah. Then Quebec and other provinces have, yeah. Now, this is where it gets tricky. With my residents, healthcare, like I said, is free of charge. You don't get to pay anything. But when you come in as an international student, the Canadian government know that okay, you just came in, you have a few, you need to get your documents and all those things, and something can happen at anywhere, at any point in time. And if something happens and you don't have insurance, you should try to pay off your pocket. Like I said, it is very, very expensive. So there is usually a 3-month waiting period, and within that 3-month waiting period, the government pays for your insurance. Now in UBC uses layered systems, right? They have the IMED, which is the temporary insurance when you arrive. Then they have the MSP, which is the public health insurance, the one you use your P70 card to get. Then they have the AMS and GSS Health and Delta Flag. This is extended coverage because not everything that your MSP is going to cover. So what your MSP is not going to cover, the AMS and the GSS is going to cover it. AMS is Alma Mater Society, right? Then the GSS, I mean, is the Graduate Student Society, or Graduate Society students. Hold on. Now for the IMED is a temporary basic health insurance plan for new international students at UBC, right? All new international students registering as UBC have a 3-month waiting period before public health insurance begins. That is where they give you this IMED. What this IMED covers for in UBC, it covers for doctor's visits, it covers for hospitalization, also covers for emergency medical care, but it lasts for only 3 months. Now, after these 3 months, we have to start. By these 3 months, assume that you have your MSP, right? And then you start paying for your medical service. You start paying your medical service enrollment. Once you become a student at UBC, you automatically enroll. They automatically enroll you for this health insurance. That means the IMED. So the fee is deducted already in your tuition. So you don't have to bother about it. That's why after 2 months, you start paying for your IMED. Yeah, for the HGM and the GSS Health and Dental plan, this one is extended coverage. This one covers for your dental care or eye care, all those things that the MSP cannot cover. Your AMS and your GSS actually covers for it. So make sure to ask for it when you get to your school in case you want to do like something dental. Because another one had like his tooth cleared. So it was the GSS that he used to clear his tooth. So I was to really just go over it again. So when you enter Canada at your first bit of entry, now to get your IMEN or to get your MSP, you need your you need your visitor service card. That's easy. You need your visitor service card, right? Now, scan your service card with your study permit, with your SIN number, you need your phone number, you need your ECID or your provincial ID, whatever proof you have. You use these documents to get your MSP. That's your public health insurance. For any international accident, you'll be paying $75 for it per month. Up until when you stop being an international student, that's like up until where your school finishes. Now, at your first port of entry, that's where you get your study permit, right? To get your study permit, and the process actually takes time. But the government does not want to pay in school without any health insurance. That is why in VBC they give you the IMED, which is the temporary health insurance that covers you for 3 months. It is assumed that within these 3 months you'll be able to get your BC service card and use it to enroll for your MSP. So you don't need the IMED again. Because once you enroll for your MSP, start paying $65 and then you are covered for your health insurance, or your health insurance is covered. I don't know if this makes sense. I hope it makes sense. To answer the big question, the question that made me to even do this video. Now, will they ask for your health insurance at the border? No, they will not. They will not ask for it. Even if you don't have it, it's not going to. They will say they'll not send you back to Nigeria or wherever the country you're coming from because you do not have it. No, they're not going to do that. They just want to be sure that you have your health insurance. Hi, they'll tell you, okay, make sure you get to Musilan, blah 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 blah, and any of that. So no. But your proof of fund, that one is very, very, very important. They're going to ask you for your proof of fund. Now, for how I packed my oil, I didn't travel with oil, but from the videos I've seen, it's advisable to use like this bag. I forgot the name, but I'm going to overlay the picture of the bag and the name when I'm editing this video. So I think it's possible to travel with oil, just that it differs from the airlines, right? So you need to know what your airlines allow and what they don't allow. But my advice would be just carry your oil. Just try, like for Nigerians, I don't know how it works in other countries before. I think for Nigerians, it's Nigeria. You know how things work in Nigeria. So I'll advise you, put your oil in that container I'm going to overlay. Make sure you put it in the fridge. Let it block. Once it blocks, package it very well. And make sure you put your oil in your bag. When you get to the airport and they say you cannot go with oil, see someone in my house, it's not that thing they want. It's not that thing they want. You know how it was in Nigeria now. Just to you can, show somebody some love and let's just allow you to carry the oil, because I think most airlines allow you to travel with oil. Because the only issue I had with traveling with my oil was in Nigerian airport. Because when I got to the international airport, the lady was like, the lady opened my bag and said I didn't have oil. I was like, why didn't I pack oil? I was like, I didn't think they would allow it. So she was like, come on, that they allow it, they allow oil. So that's my own. The only issue I had was in Nigeria. But outside of Nigeria, the oil was okay. It was okay to carry the oil as long as it's very well packaged and it's not gonna spill in all your food or whatever. It is okay to travel with your oil. All right. So with that, we have gotten to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please ask me and I'll answer your question. If you want to know how health insurance works in another school, if you're coming as an international student, to have any questions, just ask me and I'll make a separate video for you. If you know this video helped you, please like and subscribe to support the family. Okay, thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.